Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm out here. We finally got some clear skies. It's bloody cold though. It's like minus 20. I got my star adventure set up, or starting to. I just got it polar aligned, and I got the ball head and the attachment on. I'm going to be going to get my camera here. I just picked up a 75 to 300 millimeter lens that I'm hoping to try out tonight. I'm not going to shoot anything in particular. I haven't really planned anything. I just wanted to get out, set up my rig, and just try and pick something. Maybe if Andromeda's not too high, or even if it is, I might try and shoot that. But anyways, I haven't really decided what I'm going to shoot. So as you can see, there's almost a full moon there, so yeah, it's going to be an interesting night. I'm not going to stay out for the entire night, but I'm going to set up my my laptop in this Rubbermaid container here. I'm going to hook my camera up to it and use that, because I don't have a intervalometer, which I guess I should get, but you know, they're not fairly expensive. But I use it more for the screen, so I can see the stars when I'm focusing and all that. So as you can tell, it's cold out here. So anyways, I'm going to cut this off, and I'll come back to you in a bit when I have my camera on and I'm set up and focused. So wish me luck, and we'll talk to you in a bit. See you later. Hey everybody, so yeah, it's been a while. I got set up, and I decided to shoot the Witch Head Nebula in Orion. So it's a full moon out, well, 95% full moon, and I'm using a city light suppression filter, Skytech CLS CCD clip-in filter for my Canon camera. So I honestly don't know how this was going to turn out, but I'm going to pack up here, and I'll get to processing in the morning, and I will post. I'll post when I finish processing the image, good or bad. I will post it at the end of the video, and but I'm hoping that I'm able to pull out some detail. I think I got it framed up really well. But I got about 3 hours on it, so I'm hoping that it's good. I got stuff dropping all over the place here as I'm wrapping up, but anyways, hope everybody has a good night, and we'll talk to you in the morning. Hey everybody. Okay, so it's the next day. I was out last night, and yeah, it was friggin' cold. Holy crap. It was really cold. That's the coldest I've been out shooting in. It was minus, I think, in between 23 and 25. So yeah, it was stupid. It was stupid cold. But anyway, I went out there last night with my Canon camera, my Star Tracker, which is the Star Adventure, and the new Canon lens that I got. I got this off of Facebook Marketplace. So it's just the Canon 75 to 300 lens. It's an EF lens, and I don't know if you can see, but I have that the light suppression filter in there. It's a clip-in. So now with my other camera lens, the kit lens that came with it, it's an EF-S or /S or whatever, an EFS lens anyway. And the base on this is nice and narrow, or not narrow, but I mean it doesn't go as deep as the kit lens. So I'm able to use this one with the clip-in filter, but unfortunately with my kit lens, I can't use the kit lens because it goes too deep. Yeah, it worked great. Like, I was able to actually as cold as it was and as uncomfortable as it was to be out there in that kind of weather. Just let me there, click that in. So to be out there being that cold, I'm surprised I was able to polar align this thing very well, because I was doing 2-minute exposures and the stars were pinpoint. I'll try and post a picture here. So it's gonna have like a green color cast to it. That's because of the filter, and because of it being so bright out with the full moon, or the 95% illuminated moon. But anyway, so yeah, I ended up filming or shooting the Witch Head, and I have lots to learn. I still have lots to learn. I shouldn't have gone for that kind of a target. The Witch Head is just off of Rigel, and it's a reflection nebula, so it's quite dim. Now I know Nico Carver and Trevor Jones, they did a challenge together where they used this exact same setup, like a stock DSLR, entry level DSLR, and this particular lens, and this star tracker. So, but they were under dark skies, no full moon, and actually no filters. They didn't use any filters. So, once the new moon comes around, I'm going to actually try that. And they only shot for about 3 hours, which is what I shot for. I shot for 3 hours, and yeah, I couldn't pick it up because of A, I wasn't under dark skies, B, the 95% illuminated moon, and I think that the light suppression filter may have had something to do with it as well. But if you can comment down below if these type of filters are for reflection nebula, that would be great. But this thing performed amazing. Like I said, I was able to be up and running and imaging in about 25 minutes, half an hour, something like that, by the time I got it all framed and focused and all that. And I was quite impressed on how fast it got. I was able to get this set up. I was worried about one thing though. So here, I'll just take this off. So the way this gets polar aligned, okay, so the way this gets polar aligned, actually, you know what? I'm just going to take this off the base. There's a polar scope here, okay? There's a polar scope that you look through. Let's see if I can get it up to the camera so you can see in there. Okay, kind of. Okay, so yeah, so that's what you look through, and you download an app. It's called Starfinder or Polar Finder. It's free, so that's a plus. But so you look through here, light goes, and then it goes through here. Now there is an attachment that you can get for this that just fits right on here, just right on the end, and I'll go get it here. Okay, so here it is here. I just went and grabbed it. So here it is here. It's just a little thing. You see that thing in the middle? That glass thing there? That's what illuminates. So let's see if I can do this with one hand. Right. So yeah. So I don't know if you can see that red light there. So what that does is you put that in there. Okay. And there. It's just enough light to illuminate that polar scope. I don't know if you can see the little red hue there, but when it's dark out, it actually illuminates that whole area. So you can make out the crosshairs and all that. So it's easier for you to polar align. So, yeah, polar aligning this thing last night was a breeze. I couldn't believe it. You know, I dialed in my latitude on the scale here. There's a little scale right on the side here. I don't know if you can see it. I just put it back on the base, but it's it lined up beautifully. Like, I was so surprised how it just lined up. So yeah, and then I took this off, and my point being, I'm rambling on here, but my point being was, I was surprised I didn't knock it out of alignment, or at least I don't think I knocked it out of alignment, because I was able to grab 2-minute exposures, and there were no star trails. They're pinpoint. Now, I was shooting at about 170 millimeters. So, so once I put it back on, oh no, it can go either way. It can go either way. See, I was looking, because I was looking for the dimples, but there's dimples on both sides. So I'll just put that in there like that. Okay. And you just tighten it up nice. Okay. Now, I got this star tracker used. It's not the professional one. It's the camera kit. So it doesn't have the declination bracket. Now, the declination bracket goes in here, and then this part goes onto the declination bracket, or you can just put the camera right on the declination bracket without a ball head, and I believe that's what they recommend. So so yeah, I didn't come with that, and I'm totally fine with that. Using it in this configuration, it performed very well, like I said. So what I would recommend, if anybody is going to start out doing astrophotography, is go on Facebook Marketplace, eBay, and get yourself a cheap DSLR, a Canon, Nikon, whatever you want. But make sure, now this is something that I didn't even research, because I kind of just jumped into it fairly quickly. But this one doesn't have a tilt screen on it, or like a screen that flips out, a flip screen. So what I'll show you here is, so there's my screen, and it doesn't flip out. With certain Canon, Sony, and Nikon cameras, the screen flips out and it rotates. So say I'm shooting something, and I'm shooting like this, okay? Say I'm shooting a target and it's almost at the zenith. I physically have to crouch down there and try and look through this screen to see if I got the target in view. That's why I hooked this up to my computer, so that way I can do it. Now, framing and focusing, you're going to frame and focus on a bright star, so you know you're going to be doing this. So you know you're going to look at it kind of like that. It's not going to be very hard to look at when you're framing and focusing. You want to try and pick a star that's kind of low on the horizon, where you're not having the camera, you know, up like that. You want something that's going to be kind of at that angle, you know, something like that, like Jupiter or planet. I partially focused on the moon. So once I knew I had the moon in focus, I was pretty sure I was close to getting stars in focus. So, but anyway, yeah, this thing, it frosted up something fierce with it being so cold. Camera frosted up. The lens didn't frost up, luckily, because I had a dew heater band on here. So that prevented my lens from fogging up and getting frozen and all that, because that would have been night over. So, but anyway, yeah, it performed, this thing, even though it frosted up, and it was really cold to the touch. Like it actually hurt to touch the metal. Like it was uncomfortable to touch the metal without gloves when I brought everything. And beautiful thing about this is um, you can just put it on a tripod. Now I'm using the tripod that came with my 8SE, the Alt-Az mount, and the tripod. So that's all I'm doing is using the tripod from that. As you can see right here, this is the base I'm talking about. Now it's got 3 bolts and one right here where the star tracker's sitting. These 3 bolts were where the Alt-Az mount fit. So these perfectly fit the bolt or the hole underneath. So here, I'll show you. I'll loosen that up. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. So that hole right there in the middle, right there, fits perfectly on these screws or these bolts. Like it's crazy how it fits. Like I'm so surprised that it fit, and I didn't have to buy another tripod. I had one that I already owned. So so all in all, I spent 3 hours on the Witch Head Nebula, and because of the light conditions and all that, and like I said, that's why I said, I have so much to learn. But I just really wanted to get out and try and take advantage of the clear skies. We had 2 nights of clear skies. Friday night was close to minus 30, minus 35 with the wind chill, and it was a little bit on the breezy side. Last night, where I was anyway in my backyard, there wasn't a breath of wind, so it was a little bit warmer. It was about, like I said, minus 23, minus 25, something like that. But yeah, it just the conditions with the full moon, it completely washed the picture out. And like I said, I would post a picture. I'll put a picture at the end of the video of what I captured, and yeah, it's a learning process. Would I encourage people to get into astrophotography? Excuse me. Absolutely. There's headbanging, wall kicking moments, and the reason why I want to share this quote unquote failure with you is because I want to show you that there are times you're going to go out and it's not, everything's going to go to crap. Like nothing's going to work, and it's just going to be set up and then tear down because nothing works. A program doesn't talk to your camera, battery goes dead or whatever. Lens fogs up, if you forget your dew heater band or whatever. But I want to try and keep my videos as real as possible, so that way you get an understanding of what is involved. Because there's videos out there, and people are showing everybody that, this is what you can do, and that's true. That there are some really, really stunning images you can take with something like this. Like I said, like Nico, Carver, and Trevor Jones from Nebula Photos and Astro Backyard. Their photos looked amazing, and I'll post one of the videos in the comment or in the description. So, but I mean, and they only shot for 3 hours. Now, mind you, probably 50% of that is processing. They're probably gods at processing. My processing still needs a lot of work, but I mean, you can take some really, really great pictures with a kit lens or a lens like this. Actually, even this lens does come with some kits, so you get this lens and the 18 to 55 millimeter in some kits that they make up from the factory. But anyway, yeah. So all in all, it was a good night. I had fun. I didn't stay out there. I actually controlled everything from inside the house. So I have a program on my laptop. It's called TeamViewer. It's also free. If you, there's an option that you can pick if you want to pay for it, I believe. But if you just do it run only, there's three options. If you go run only, then you don't have to pay for it or anything like that. But I was able to use my iPad. All I did was I started it. I started TeamViewer up on my laptop, and then I just took a picture with my cell phone of the username or the unique number that comes with that program that's assigned to your laptop, and then the password. So I just took a picture of that. I came inside. I have TeamViewer on my iPad, and I just inputted all that, and I was able to control everything. I could see everything on the screen that was on my laptop from my iPad. It's really, really cool. And we had family over. We watched the game, the hockey game, and we played some games and all that. So I was able to include myself in that activity while I had my rig outside taking pictures of the night sky. Um, but yeah, it was a really good night. It was nice and clear, other than the moon. I think if the moon wasn't out, I would have had a lot better success. And I'm in a Bortle Class 6. If I were to do this from a dark sky site where I go, it's a Bortle Class 4. And I think it's a low Bortle Class 4, whereas I am as a low Bortle Class 6. So there's two Bortle levels below from where I am here. And then minus, the moon, I think I would have had a lot better results. So, but anyway, I hope that you like the video. Like I said, I'm trying to keep my videos as natural as possible, and I'm still trying to get used to the camera, being in front of the camera, and I want to talk to you like I would talk to somebody that's in front of me. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me. I'm trying to grow my channel. If you like the content here, please subscribe. That would be fantastic as well. That also helps me out. And yeah, so hopefully I'll get another video out here soon. I'm thinking about, like I said in my previous video, I'm thinking about doing a processing video where I'm just processing an image or whatever. But anyway, so I hope everybody has a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Clear skies.